Welcome to lesson 6. This is a fun one. I've got a bunch of stuff out. I've got Posca paint pens, colored pencils, which I don't end up using. I have collage materials, which I do end up using. And I have a whole page of symbols to explore that I've come up with to just be around me when I'm making work, to remind me of the symbols that I've been working with. I also have the Caran d'Ache, which I use a lot of. So now it's time to cut out some elements for collage so that can inform what space I'm going to be using for collage and what kind of space is going to be left over for drawing and other mark making. This page is from a calendar that I made in 2021, and I thought that these elements would be fun. Obviously, you could draw out elements on a different sheet of paper, or paint elements on a different sheet of paper, or print out anything that you like to use as collage materials, and then cut. And then I set aside. And now I'm trying the Posca paint pen, and this poster board material is not an art paper. You can always get something printed on a nice art paper, but this does not happen to be one. So the paint pens aren't showing up super well on some of the lighter areas. On some of the darker areas, they are. So I play with the pink Posca paint pen, and I'm not happy with how little it pops forward, but I'm trying things out. So I encourage you to maybe get at least 2 printed out, just in case you need one to practice on and then one to call, a nice finished piece. So here we go with the Caran d'Ache. This feels really good on the poster board surface, and I am loving it. So I continue with the Caran d'Ache pretty much the whole rest of the time. And I am filling in the space. I am seeing which colors are going to pop from my background. And I just play. I've got music bumping. I am allowing myself to be incredibly loose and intuitive and just enjoying myself. So the way that I got my face to look like what it looks like on the print is I went into Instagram stories and played with a bunch of different filters in there until I found one that was super psychedelic. And then I just saved the photo instead of posting it onto my story. I just saved the photo, and then I was able to upload it to get it printed out. So I'm going to add a giant magnolia flower, and some of this is getting cut off, but you'll see the full piece at the end. But yeah, I'm using the Caran d'Ache as just a pastel. So if you have any sort of a pastel, like the chalk pastel or the oil pastel, that would work great because I don't end up wetting these at all. I just leave them in the chalk form, which I think feels really good with this piece. Third eye. And then I've got some little cheek adornments that end up turning into a portal. Gotta have a giant portal, right? You've been with me long enough to know. Gotta have a portal. And a snake. Playing with fun colors, fuchsia and blue-green. Then I make that yoni symbol, which I haven't used yet in this in this symbol class, but the yoni symbol is one that I use often. I also really love these cup-shaped flowers that represent the cup, runneth over, the infinite and abundant gifts and offerings to and from the divine. Now we get some neck tattoos featuring my root pattern with some little crops growing out from the roots. Oh, we gotta have a flame in there. So I find a good spot for the flame using an orange Caran d'Ache and just allow that to be forming, thickening up, coloring it in. Adding some highlights. And the balance symbol gets popped forward. The magnolia petals get popped forward. And then that root pattern once more gets near that yoni symbol, representing how the lower chakras root us to our bodies. Now I'm adding giving myself some piercings and some extra eyelashes. Adorn, adorn, adorn. Oh, some furry eyebrows and some nice lips. And then this area of my cheek turns into a little bit of a rainbow. And then, of course, I add a big old earring. Depending on what your pose is or, what's revealed on you, you can design your own jewelry with your symbols and have a lot of fun with it. Allow it to layer on top of other things that you've already drawn. Give yourself tattoos and piercings and long eyelashes and third eyes and whatever you can imagine. It's so much fun to doodle on your image and just play, knowing that, nothing you've done is permanent on your body, but you get to enhance the magic within you with the artwork. So now it's time to paste on my collage elements, and I am using a Liquitex matte medium. You can use any sort of glue. Yes glue is a good artist's glue. Scrapbooking glue is awesome. I'm putting a little weight on that one while I glue some other ones. And this Luna moth I took from a friend's Instagram, and I just printed it out on a big piece of paper that I was using as inspiration for some paintings that I was doing. And it was perfect for this piece. And then we've got the little snake that came from my old calendar that I had colored in. And I really want to use this moon, and out of the frame there's another moon that's orange, so this will be fun, kind of representing that goddess vibe, but I really like my third eye, so I'm gonna just take it out and not use it. I've also cut out this goddess figure that I found on Instagram as well from another artist, and I had just saved it as inspiration. And she wants to come and hang out and remind me that I am a goddess and that I have roots in ancient wisdom, and the goddesses have been worshipped for a really long time. And so she wants to hang out with the snake and the moth and the flame. And then she gets a little crown. And then I give her a little drop of menstruation blood, moon blood, and then a little moon blood coming out of the flower above the third eye, representing that elixir. A couple more little details here and there. And she's done. What a joy to let loose and play with this exercise. Really just allowing my marks to be very wabi-sabi and allowing movement and color. I really hope that you do this lesson and enjoy it. It is so much fun.